well, everyone. So this is Kevin the Navigator with Japanese Tattoo 101, and we're going to talk about Benten, so also commonly known as Benzaiten. So Benzaiten, like, I thought I did this video already. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. So now you got the chance to get a tattoo of Benzaiten. So basically who Benzaiten is that is a Japanese goddess of knowledge, good fortune, eloquence, water, associated with snakes. She could be associated with dragons too, but mostly with snakes. But commonly old school Japanese, she has dragons. She's riding with dragons. Snakes is like a new concept, so it's a new whole concept with snakes. But the old school way, if you want to get traditional old school type of way, you would do it with a dragon, most likely with a dragon, according to ancient Chinese mythology and ancient Japanese mythology, and if you want old school Yakuza tattoos, since people are fascinated with Yakuza tattoos as well. So, Benten, we gotta call it Benten. You can call it Byzantine or Benten. So since we're in the West, we can call her Benten. Benten. So basically, Benten is a goddess that was inspired by Hindu mythology. Is based on, I forgot the name of the Hindu goddess of music, eloquency, and cleanliness of water from the Ganges River. So basically, like, that travel all the way to the east of Asia, to China and to Japan. Well, first and foremost, Benten came from India, traveled to China via Buddhist missionaries, and then went to Japan, and then the Japanese interpreted it in their own way, especially when infused with Mahayana Buddhism. So, like I said in a couple of videos in Japanese Tattoo 101, Mahayana Buddhism, Shintoism, and Confucianism has intertwined in Japanese culture. So, in case you're wondering, like, what's this, what's that? Why is this in Japanese culture? Because they infuse Hinduism, Buddhism, and Shintoism, and also Confucianism into one pot. Even though in Japan, Mahayana Buddhism and Shintoism is the major religions. I'll talk about major religions later on the next video, Japanese Tattoo 101. Now, we got to get back to Benten. So, if you get a Benten tattoo, mostly Benten tattoos will be good for a back piece, a leg sleeve, or a long arm sleeve, mostly on the upper arm. Also, like, that part being said, like, when you have that tattoo, that means you're gonna have good fortune, you're gonna have like great prosperity, and also you can have it in many different forms as well. So Benten, just like Kannon, the Buddhist goddess Kannon, you can have Benten with 4 arms, 2 arms, and you can also have her with 8 arms. There is some cases that she does have 8 arms, but most likely the 6, the 4, the 2 is a common arms that she has. So, she'll have a traditional Chinese garment on, a traditional Chinese empress garment on. That's how she is described. She has one hand a shamisen, or a Chinese guitar. I forgot the name of it, but like it's that Chinese guitar that you hear in a lot of kung fu movies. You hear that. And she'll have a fan, she'll have a sword or a spear, and she'll have I forgot what's that called. You know, when you, it looks like an abacus, like a 2 big ball abacus for like mathematics or something like that. So like she'll have those in those cases. If she's 4 arms, 6 arms, 2 arms, a shamisen and the fan, and also a jug of water, you know what I'm saying? So she'll have that. And also, she's paired with a snake, a dragon. But like I said, she's mostly commonly paired with a dragon. So anytime you get the Benten tattoo, you have to have a dragon with her. She's riding on a dragon, feeding a dragon. Also, she's also entertaining the dragon with her shamisen, or with the Chinese guitar. She's also entertaining the dragon from destroying everything, and she's also guiding the dragon. You know how, like, you have a person singing the flute and a cobra comes out? That's what Benten is doing to the dragon, or a snake. You can have a snake or a dragon, and other things that she's paired with as far as flowers, cherry blossoms, autumn leaves, bamboos, of course, because she is from China and she's originally from India and became Chinese, now became Japanese, and in Korea as well. So those of you guys who are from South Korea or North Korea, well, Korea per se, South Korea, you guys recognize this and you guys can comment down. Shout out to Koreans. And she's also in Southeast Asia as well, but in different forms. You know what I'm saying? So the common thing is that she's riding on a cloud, just like Dragon Ball Z. She's riding on a cloud with the dragon. She's also on land. She's also on a boat, and she's one of the 7 lucky gods in Buddhism. So Benten is one of the seven lucky gods, and she's also riding on a boat. She's on the sky, riding on a cloud, and she's riding on a dragon. She's also has a sword sometimes. She'll have mostly guitar, a fan, and things of that nature. So, and she's also look pretty. She could look like a courtesan. She could look like a nun, and she can look like a musician woman that entertains the higher nobles in ancient East Asia. So she could look like these 3 characteristics as well. She look like those 3 type of characteristics, and you can have her in 3 different ways. Now let me describe it a little bit in detail of each outfits that she has. So 3 outfits that she usually wears. The courtesan, she's riding on a dragon, entertaining a dragon. A nun, she's reading a scroll to the dragon, reading a scroll to the average human people of her daily prayers. Also, when she's dressing as a musician, as an elite nobleman musician, entertaining the higher ups and the emperor, stuff like that, she's wearing the empress, traditional Chinese empress dress outfit. So she's wearing that as well. As you can see her in these different forms, yes, like she has 3 different outfits. So when you go to your tattoo artist and you want to get a Benten, make sure you specifically tell your tattoo artist who's not familiar with Japanese tattoo or doesn't really care about traditional Japanese tattoo, is that you want her in this form, that form, and that form as well. And yes, she is a Hindu goddess. She's a Hindu goddess that turned Japanese. Well, first she was Indian, then turned Chinese and Japanese.